let's roll. Come on. Piece of crap. It's like 3 feet away. Back! Roll. Still doesn't freaking work. Damn it! Come on! Come on, you freak! Come on! Just work already! Work! Come on! Come on, piece of crap. You son of... You piece of crap. Dudes, this is what we got. Remotes. Up the yin-yang. Super Genie. Little ones, big ones from the older unit. They're great, except for when they suck. So, we're gonna fix this crap. Once and for all. Alright, boys. Here it is, and there ain't a word of a lie. Not a word of a lie! You got these triple button remotes, and then you got these single button remotes. It doesn't freaking matter. The thing is, you pop these babies open, and what do you get? You get a 3-button remote panel out of a 3-button remote. So there's that. And then what do you get out of a single button remote panel? Well, you get a single button remote panel cover, but you get a triple button remote circuit board. And yes, I've tried them. All 3 work. So we're not only going to mess with that, we're going to mess with all of this stuff, including this battery that barely helps you along for 3 volts. What is 3 volts going to do for you? Ain't going to do nothing. You might be right by the door when it opens for you. You might be inside the building when it opens for you. But you're not going to be 25, 30, 40, 50 feet away and have this thing open for you because it can't penetrate the steel barrier of a building and the steel doors and the steel bars on the windows and the steel mesh and the cement. So we're going to make it so it works way better. And it doesn't work with a little tiny 3-volt battery that says, oh, I'm trying, guys. Seriously, I'm trying, but I just can't open your door from 4 feet away. Could you go 3 feet away from your door? Then I'll open your door. Well, then you might as well just reach to the wall and hit the button. So let's see what we can do. So here what I've determined, the contact point for the button, and then I marked them with little X's for positive. Right to this grid. There's no decent contact point here for my giant soldering machine to do anything. There's these tiny little nubs. How are you going to contact to that? It's like impossible. So we're basically going to take and just connect to here. We hope. So let's see if we can do that. I did one. Man, it ain't pretty. Nevertheless, it's on there. Not this time. What the frick? That's hilarious. But that's normal for me. Things never go the same twice. Maybe it was the acid core. What a bag of suck. I think she's in there. Bugger. They're crossed. That sucks. Well, that's a bag of what I'm going to call suck. Here's a magnifying glass. See anything with that? Yeah, all I see is it sucks. Let's see if that did the trick. Nope. Seriously? What the frick? Oh, you're a bag. You're a freaking bag. I don't see nothing. How in the world? I ended up peeling the gist of it away. Peeled it off so that whatever was contacting wouldn't be contacting anymore, and lo and behold, it's another one. This middle one, I'm going to try a little different. Peel positive side back. I should use one of those X-Acto kits. So far, that ain't working. It's like it doesn't do anything. There. Little piece came off. About freaking time. Yeah, it's basically picking it away. Ugly old knife. She ain't helping me jack. Ticks me off. Alright. Now we'll solder wire onto there. Let's go with green this time. Green is fun. This is just wire out of a corded mouse. A computer mouse. Swizzle it a little bit. Down. Go to town. Yada yada. Nice big glob there now. For some reason this thing's not hot. I'm not much liking it. There. Nice big glob in there. I like it. Ain't a word of a lie. This will be our prototype. And these are all going to go to the positive side of the battery. Strip a little bit. Oh yeah, this is looking good. Looking good, Billy Ray. Looking good. Not sure who Billy Ray is, but whatever. So this upper part is the positive side of the battery. Going to go right on the side terminal. Not terminal, but that piece on the side. And we're going to stick out a bit here. And this vise, if you're looking for one, you can get it at your local dumpster. That's where I found mine. All right, she's solid. She's in there. Okay, we're going to give her a go with the little wires. Stick a battery in. Let's try it. Nothing. What in the world? I'll be back. Okay, boys. Been 25 days. And here's what I think is the problem. That tiny little battery, man, I wouldn't even call it a battery. It just doesn't got the juice to do it. So what we're going to do is set it up with laptop battery cells. 1860, whatever the frick they are. in one of these cases. They're free at Amazon. And you can run them in whatever polarity you want. We're going to stick these in as all the same. So it's going to give us maximum 4 volts, but usually 3 something. This is how I do it. Take this sucker, put it in the vise. Take your Sergeant Slaughter here. Put a little bit of gobbledygook on. Wow, she doesn't want to stick today. This is ugly. And this is ugly. Holy Hannah. I can't solder with the crap unless it's flux core. If you don't like it, turn away. Come on, you bag of turtles. Finally, one stuck. Sometimes it don't like doing it. So there, that's the one side. I won't bore you with the other. Oh my goodness, I'm going to bore you with this. Cool. That sucker is soldered. So what I'm going to do is solder right onto a battery. Not a word of a lie. So if you have some of these old batteries, these 2032s, don't throw them away. You could try this. I mean, I wouldn't, but you could. I'm just scratching her up a bit. Give me trusty old vise that I found in the dumpster. Fasten it in there. Positive. And just so you all know, I do hardly any soldering. Like, it usually ends bad, but I do it anyway because these things need to be fixed. If the stuff you buy at the store can't be made properly, then you have to make it yourself. That means a lot of power, a lot of juice, big buttons, because I don't use my pinky to push these buttons. I don't. I use my big finger with gloves on, giant winter gloves, even in the summer. That battery got hot. Flip her, tighten her up. Just whatever you do, just keep pushing it around till it sits where you want it to sit. Come on, people. Let's see what she does. That looks good. There. Now we just slide that into the battery pocket and voila! Do we care? Twizzle nuts. Trust me, they're up over 4 volts. We got juice. We programmed the green to open the door. Oh, there she goes. There she closed. Ha ha! Boom! All we need is a giant button, both this big, well, a button anyway, that you can push with your giant gloves. So one battery would be plenty, but we are gonna overkill the crap out of this, and it's not gonna say, oh hey guys, I'm running out of juice here, could you go a little closer to the door so then I can reach the receiver, guys, could you do it? No, this thing is going to be in the backyard somewhere, and it's going to open the door in the front yard somewhere. Ain't a word of a lie. Let's try it again. Oh yeah, it's like our old friend Peckerhead. We made this battery holder so that we don't just have a little 3-volt, you know what. This is going to power up our remote control. Our remote control is not going to have tiny little girl buttons. It's not going to have that. It's going to have giant, basically these buttons. And we're going to rig it up to these wires. And then instead of having it in a tiny little box like this, we're going to put it in a giant box like this. This is, I don't even know what it is, but it's some kind of control. It looks kind of cool. It's got some buttons and stuff. We're going to mount some buttons all up in here. I'm telling you, that's what we're doing. If you don't like it, man, watch something else. Okay, boys, I've already done one. And it was a real bugger because there was a cross member piece in there, which sucked. But all I'm using is a Dremel with a bit and a Dremel thing. Sorry, not a Dremel. It's a job mate. Yeah, that's what we have up here in Canada Day with the cutting disc. I'll show you a little bit. It's like a butcher job. Much, but and then clean her out a bit. All right. Life's too short to make everything perfect. I'm gonna go and do stuff here. Drive my forklift with the dual exhaust. No, she needs to be wider. Wider. Found this in the dumpster. It's an actual Dremel. Alrighty. I'm a little concerned this isn't gonna work. It'll be so tight in there. I ain't ever coming out of there. Alright, boys, here it is. And as always, this ain't a word of a lie. This is gonna be my second remote. Yeah, it's I don't know. I'm gonna call it a Geiger counter. I already put one switch in, and I'm processing the other two, which is basically Dremel the crap out of it. I drilled some holes, yada yada yada, and I'll show you a bit. Alright, now I need to put a real glove on because I'm going to be using a hacksaw blade. Just got to get into the rhythm. Wow, that was fun. Take something like this and smack it in. That'll teach them. Switch goes in, bada boom, bada bing. Alright, boys, here it is. Not a word of a lie. This is my new remote for my forklift. It's For those of you who have skipped through the video to get to the end and see, what the hell is this guy building, Sam Hedron? This is the finished product. I rigged these buttons, and it's my new garage door remote. Do I have 5 doors? Maybe. It's irrelevant. I know. I put plexiglass on the back so it doesn't kind of impede with transmission. Yeah, it looks something like what the Unabomber might make. And the reason why I want these big buttons for a garage door remote is because, well, you're outside and you have giant gloves on to keep your hands warm. You want to be able to hit the button without taking your giant gloves off. This here's the forklift that remote's going on. There's those big fat gloves I was telling you about. Man, there's a big and fat. Boom. Yeah, baby. That's a big remote. Ain't a word of a lie. And there she is. Let's try it. Oh yeah. It's not opening the door. I disconnected it, but the opener's running.